Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. At that time, Jesus said to the crowds, "To what shall I compare this generation? It is like children sitting in the marketplaces and calling to their playmates. We packed for you and you did not dance. We wailed and you did not mourn. For John came neither eating nor drinking, and they say he is a demon. The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they say, Behold, a glutton and a drunkard, a friend of tax collectors and sinners. Yet wisdom is justified by her deeds." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
I have actually come to settle for these words myself, finally. Yet wisdom is justified by her deeds. Let people climb up to the mountains. Let them fall down in the valleys. What will be, will be. It is important for us to come to the understanding of how God works. When they lied on Jesus didn't have to start denying, "You are lying. It's a lie." No. They said it is through the power of Beelzebub that he cast out Beelzebub. He was looking at them. If you notice, he did not even deny. Do you know why? What was in him was too great to be defied by the lies of people. Hello? There is a way you will live your life. Somebody will tell a lie against you, and they will tell you to shut up. They will tell the person to shut up. Look, in these days, this is the kind of life we should now start struggling to live. Every day, as Ishan would describe it, every big has when it comes to matters of church, when it comes to things about spirituality, when it comes to prayer, come and see our mouths. Come and listen to our voices. Come and hear our voices, how loud they are. There has been no generation that had ever lived that had offered advice than this generation. Open to the internet and you will see everybody is teaching. It has become even worse nowadays because the internet is open to everyone. Even a fool will come outside and be teaching the whole world. It has never been like this. You see a young boy whom, if you are giving a sincerity microphone to define, there is no way stupidity will not join the vocabulary you will use in defining that boy. You will hear that he wants to start creating content on the internet. And then if you don't scratch your heads to ask yourself, what content, which content do you want to create? A world that is filled with pride. A world that is filled with arrogance. A world that is filled with so much talk. How many gossip do you want to hear? How many false allegations do you want to defend? Then for you to want to carry your mind and start getting angry because they are talking about you. The devil just wants to put you online. Who knows how to sing this song? The next time somebody gets that song anywhere, please send it to me. I might give you big money, you'll be surprised. Because I heard those songs, those days I was small. The only thing I hear in that song is Ajenotarata. Somebody should write it for me and translate. Look, You see, Matthew chapter 11, verses 16 to 19, Jesus was describing a generation. How do I describe this generation of noise makers? Every good thing you did for them, nothing. He says they are like children, and they are not supposed to be answering children seriously. They are like children sitting in the marketplaces. You call them and they are playmates. You pipe for them, they won't dance. You wail and lament, they won't mourn. See how he described them. John came. John was fasting. He was praying. He came not eating. He came not drinking. What did they say? He's possessed. He's a demon. The Son of Man came. Even after doing 40 days and 40 nights. They didn't see that one. The Son of Man came. He went to Zacchaeus' house. He ate. How can this be the Messiah? When the Messiah comes, he will not eat. But the first one that came, what did you call him? Then he multiplied, he turned bread and water into wine. So he has a brewery in his kitchen. This one that can do this, it means if this one enters inside river to swim, he will just be drinking wine. Because he can turn the river into wine and swim inside. So how are those kind of people you want to argue with? Is that the kind of world you want to communicate with? Is that the kind of people you want to form social ties with? They will kill you the moment you arise and show the glory of God. So what is meant for them is for you to build yourself. As Isaiah chapter 40 verses 30, 31 says. So they that trust the Lord, they shall be mounted up as with eagle's wings. He says they shall walk and never be weary. They shall run and never get tired. Why are you still here? Why are you still here? Enter the road of faithfulness. I see you complaining day and night. Calm down, you have not started. When you begin, you will not have power to complain. Because you have seen something that is worthy to spend your power on. Faithfulness. Align with the commands of the Lord. Align with the God of power. Did you not hear the first reading? Isaiah chapter 48 verses 17 to 19. Thus says the Lord, your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. I am the Lord your God, who teaches you to profit, not to fail. Who leads you in the way you should go, that you will not be weary. He says, oh, that you listen to my commandments, then your peace shall be like a river. Do you know the meaning of that? If only we just follow him. Your peace like a river, and your righteousness like the waves of the sea. Your offspring would have been like the sand, and your descendants like its graves. Does it mean that you are the one that will give birth to all the children? What that means is the children of other people will honor you. They will find in you motherhood. They will find in you fatherhood. Children you didn't give birth to will call you daddy, will call you mommy. Not because there is a biological connection, but because the glory of the Lord that is in you will touch them. Blessed are you if you are a teacher. But many teachers have resorted to malpractice, even they themselves become cursed forever. Because when the children grow up and see the evil that malpractice did to them, in their adulthood, as old people, it is only cause that they will throw on those teachers. But blessed are those teachers who touch the lives of children. Look, as long as you touch their lives, wherever those children are, they call you mommy spiritually. If they don't know the road or they don't have the sense, they call you mommy. They are angels who saw how you loved them, how you cared for them. They call you mommy. So your offspring will be like the sand. They see your descendants like the grains. Their name will never be cut off or destroyed from me, the Lord says. Today we are celebrating St. Lucy. St. Lucy was a 12-year-old girl. The mother has already accepted the dowry for her. Do you know what she told the mother? She told the mother to return the dowry or give the dowry to the poor. She shouldn't eat it. That she has given herself to God. When I look at many of us, many adults, what have we sacrificed? When we still hold on to some small things, selfishness abound. What have we sacrificed? What are we ready to sacrifice? When we are looking for how to cheat other people to add to us, what have you given? How much of you have you sacrificed for others? When all that we have learned how to do is how to make people before guy man chop. And who is the guy man? You say you are a guy man. People who call themselves wise, not knowing that in the sight of God are foolish. They say they acquire wealth. In his riches, therefore, they lack wisdom. They become like beasts that are destroyed. Lucy said they should give her dowry to the poor, that she is dedicated to Christ. But how is a little girl going to convince her mother? How is she going to convince her mother? During this period, they have already killed St. Agatha. St. Agatha was also a virgin, and she was killed because she promoted love for Jesus Christ. People should read these little stories. And then she went to the grave of St. Agatha and told Agatha to join her to pray to Jesus Christ. Jesus should have mercy. That the only way she can convince her mother is by curing her mother's sickness. Look at how a 12-year-old is talking. So we are dealing with a people who have knowledge of miracles. And then miraculous atmosphere become what they discuss about. You now as a child, even adult, come on to go and visit the cemetery on November 2nd. How many of you visit the cemetery? Even to visit the cemetery of the one you love. How many of us? A 12-year-old girl is going to the grave where they buried a person that died in holiness. Why even we ourselves have not been able to honor living human beings that are holy? We have not been able to honor them. So we have a long way to go. This little girl knew she couldn't convince her mother by just met up. Which mouth? Who born you that you love Jesus Christ? Have you seen Jesus before? How can a 12-year-old convince the mother to return dowry? That's a very serious thing. And then the mother got cured of her long-standing illness. That was how the mother now believed her daughter, that her daughter was actually talking to someone that is not of this realm. Jesus came to her help. Now, let me see. Many of us believe that we have connection to Jesus Christ. Somebody will receive a divine encounter, for instance. Then you ask him, give the person assignment, go and kneel down before that small boy, let the person lay hands on you. And then you wonder, do you know what you're talking about? Do you know who I am? You know, a lot. Look at St. Paul. The person that Jesus Christ sent St. Paul to, I want to ask you, on the level of human recognition, is that person near St. Paul? Ananias. After St. Paul issue, did you hear of Ananias again? St. Paul was an apostle, yet he went to kneel down for someone to be baptized. If we have not learned that sense, think about Jesus Christ, God of gods, light of light. He went to kneel before John the Baptist baptized him. And John the Baptist said, never. That will not happen. The man wanted to spoil show. And Jesus Christ said, let it tarry for the now. Let it be for the now. Hi! Oh, we are sorry, Jesus. Do you know how proud we are? Pride has destroyed the competence of glory that was supposed to elevate us. All those people that will say, my word is my mouth. Especially those who derive authority for themselves because they are men or because they have money. or because tradition has afforded them authority. And I see how the modern day boy folk look down on girls. So girls have become instruments to be used. Because you are a man. And then because you are a man, then a girl is an opportunity for you to show the authority of your madness. It is everywhere in Nigeria. Somebody will just have small power. Small power. The next thing is looking for you to flex the power. Let them know that the power is there. But the Lord of hosts knelt down and said, let it tarry. Let it be for a while. Many of us cannot tarry for a while. Many of us cannot bear for a while. Many of us cannot say, let it just be for this time. The period of sacrifice will pass us by and we don't have the ability to tarry for a while. Somebody slaps you, you cannot say, let it be for a while. Let me accept it for a while. Inconvenience, no way. We cannot bear inconvenience. We must be on top. We must be comfortable. Any small inconvenience, everywhere will be filled with complaints. We cannot allow it to tarry for a while. But this little girl, 12-year-old, was able to take this deep sacrifice. She was going to be married to an affluential person. She was very beautiful, and many were dragging for her hand. And she had inquired of the Lord. Imagine she is fighting for Jesus, isn't it? It is Jesus she would have been quarreling with. She would have been calling with Jesus, come to me. Is it not you that I love? Because of you, they want to kill me. Come to me. In fact, if she were a Nigerian girl, she would have drawn a contract. She would have drawn a contract. Lord, I want to be your girlfriend. I don't want to marry. But first, that man that is trying to kill me, disgrace him and his family. Let thunder kill him and his family. There must be a contract. God, if you are not ready to do it, forget it. I might be saying it in a dramatical way, but that's the reality of our behavior and the way we answer the call of Jesus. But the little girl knew the rule. She has inquired of the Lord. Oh, the little girl, even I would have cried for her. Why would Jesus Christ not answer her directly? That girl showed you faith. She showed you love. She was not afraid. This was the time they were killing Christians. Guess what? The girl thought that because she is small, they will not kill her. Until they now reported her as a Christian. Now that they reported her, one would have thought that as a small girl, she will now decide to turn her back. But this was somebody who went to seek assistance from a fellow saint. She went to Agatha's grave. Agatha revealed herself to her in the dream and told her that the mother would be killed. She went back to the mother, so that was why the mother was convinced. And the mother now, whether returned the barricades or gave the barricades to the poor. So the man was angry and reported Lucy as a Christian. And then he must kill a Christian. It was the period of the Diocletian persecution. And so she was arraigned before the governor. This girl stood her ground. Many wives cannot even stand their ground before their husband. Many children cannot stand their ground before their parents. Many adults cannot stand their ground against falsehood. Many people cannot stand their ground against truth. Come on, a girl, to just tie your hair well, to wear good clothes. She cannot sacrifice that. You want to compare her with a girl that was ready to sacrifice her body sacrifice her life. What did they not do to Lucy? They wanted to come and carry her to a prostitute den so that men will molest her. Come and see. Lucy became a statue that nobody could move. They could not move her. Guess what? They tied Lucy to many ox. You know those oxen, powerful. They are more powerful than horses. They use them to carry large iron rays in tillage soil. All those big poop. They tied her to move. They move. They used chain, shackle. She stood there. She didn't move. They were now forced to use a sword. They now pierced the sword over her neck, through her neck. And the girl stood her ground and said, I am married to Jesus. Period. And then in these modern Christian times, we are looking for people, even those in the higher rankings of the church, old men who are church leaders, vibrant men in their 60s, in their 70s, in their 50s, in their 40s, youths in their 30s, their 20s. We are looking for people to stand for common truth. There is even no threat to your life. How can we be looking for people within Christendom to stand for truth? And somebody tells me that the devil is not in charge.